Sit quietly, close your eyes. Visualize your Guru's feet on the top of your head. And with his grace, we'll chant Om 3 times out loud. Breathing in. Om. 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 Hari Om Tat Sat. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. So, till yesterday, we had come to the point where Shumba and Nishumba had a fight with Devi, and Shumba finally dies. And he was cut short his life. So, Shumba, as I told you, is I, the Ahamkar. And Nishumba is the Mamakar, the mindness. So, whatever you have, your identity, whichever identity you have, depends upon mindness. That is, whatever I have, this is my identity. If I have a big car, somebody scrapes against it, then I get upset because you have scraped against my car. So the I and mine always come together, Shumba and Nishumba. Now, what is this identity? This identity of I is actually a reflection of the divine within the person. He doesn't see the Devi there. He sees her reflection and he magnifies, thinking it is just me. For all of us, it's like that. Whatever we do, whatever we say, it's all the Devi doing it through us. But we keep getting this feeling that we are doing it. So this happened, and I told you how he gets angry and he fights with her. And before fighting with her, he says to her, he calls her Hey Durge, he says in anger. I told you that. And even though he said it in anger, without knowing, he's calling her. And when a devotee, or when anybody, you can be a devotee, non-devotee, maybe good, bad, somebody calls Durga, Durge, Samsmrita, Samsmrita. She promises in the previous chapter that whenever you call me, I will come to your help. So he calls and she's there. And he calls her because he's annoyed with her, because his brother has passed away, Nishumba, so he's very upset. And he says, you don't have to be very proud. After all, you had so many people, the Matrikas and everybody, waiting and fighting along with you. No big deal. Whereas I am only one. So she tells him, Eke Vaham, I alone am here. Where is anybody else? They're all portions of me. Look, she says, and everybody goes into her and mixes. Then it becomes just her. She said, now I'm alone. Fight with me. I told you yesterday she's giving him a clue also, because she's saying, when she says, I alone am, some lucky water fell. I alone am, when she says, then she's giving him a clue, then there isn't you. You are me. You are within me. But he doesn't take the clue. Why? Because that I-ness is asmita. You're not able to give up that feeling that I have to do something. I am this person. The consciousness is like that. That level of consciousness is like that. And when will he give up that level of consciousness and then melt into the Devi? It is when she decides. So when a soul goes to the highest level also, it is a clue to everybody that just because I've done so much tapasya, I've reached, now open the door. You can't do that. It is her grace. She has to say when, because she is time, no? She is in charge of the eternal time. So she knows when each being comes for what reason. And there may be some very highly evolved, awakened souls also. She will not let them melt into her. She'll keep them at that place so that later, if she needs somebody like that to go and help other souls somewhere, she will send them like avatars. Gurus, people of that caliber, they'll stay and they wait and wait because they've surrendered, no? It is you who decides. Why should I say I have to get in and I should be let in? I'm keeping you for a purpose. So that is what we are supposed to understand from that. So this is what she wants him to know, even as he is fairly awakened, Shumbha. He has that reflection. But he thinks, I've done so much tapasya, I've reached that point. Why can't you let me in, like children? And she's letting him sit there, and she kills the body there. Then the next I told you was she is called in Tamil, in Chidambaram, there is a small temple called for Kali. I'm reminding you, it's called Ellai Kappal Devi, because Kali had that competition with Nataraja for dance, and he lifts his leg up in a way that she cannot lift. Purohits will tell you that because you think man and woman. But at that level, there's no man and woman, it's consciousness. And pure consciousness as Nataraja can go back to its source. But Devi as Shakti, even if she goes into the source, she becomes Shiva. She's Shakti, no? She has to do things, create. She can't go back. So that's what it means. And then she goes and she loses. So, but they build a small temple for her at the border of that village, Chidambaram. So she's called Ellai Kappal Kali. Ellai means the border. Appal means the one beyond it. She is the one beyond the border. She's also Ellai Kappal, the same way you can say. She is the one who protects the border. She knows when to open the fencing for you to go through. So that is one thing. Then that was the end of the Shumbha and Nishumbha time. They have not got moksha, they have not gone through. Now we come to the 11th chapter, that is, the meditation here is on Bhuvaneshwari, Bhuvaneshi. Bhuvana means that which becomes. So when you say Bhuvaneshwari, they are talking about space. Just like Kali was time, eternal time, she is space. And she, the infinite space, she divides it into small portions. One space for you, one space for me, one space for this. So she has that capacity. This is Maya. What is infinite, she has a capacity to make it into little fragments of the supreme consciousness. And so she gives us the feeling that, I'm separate, this is separate, this book is separate, you are separate. She gives us that illusion. And when you go into the Advaita Bhava at the end, you realize, hey, you and me, we're all the same. We're just little bits of one full thing. This is Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. So this is for this that they are saying space, you meditate on Bhuvaneshi, the space who is Mahamaya. And they say she has a beautiful smile, radiant. Why radiant? Because space is called Akasha. And where does the Akasha mean space? And where does the word Akasha come from? Akashyate iti Akasha. That which is luminous is space. Because where there is light, then only you see something, no? There is space. If it's darkness, you don't see anything. So you have Akashyate iti Akasha. So wherever you have light, she is that. Wherever she is seen. So she is also called Jyotsna. Her mantra is Hreem. They're very important because in the beginning, Hreem is said in a secret manner. We encoded it. We'll go to that at the end. And at the end, he ends with Hreem in the book. So she sits with the Pasha and Ankusha. Pasha means the net. When you have that cowboy, you go and put that noose around something, bring the horse back, which is running away. What does she do? She gets all your illusions, put it all in a net and pulls it. Then you go running towards her because the illusions are going, you have to run after it, no? Then with the Ankusha is what you goad the elephant to move quickly. So she is pressing it and saying, don't go this side. I'm pushing you. Go the proper way. I'm taking care of your illusions. So this is what Bhuvaneshwari does. And she has a moon and a crown on her head. We'll come to the moon later. It'll come in the chakras. And this is to let us know that these gods, when all the Rakshasas die, all the negativities within us, all the illusions die, then the positive thoughts, positive feelings, the good feelings that are called the light, these are called the Devatas, they all come and they are led by the light of meditation. That's what they are saying, because it is each person sitting and you're going through Shumba, for example, he's going through what he's going, he sees this radiant light. It is the light which is reflected from him, but it is his own meditation he is looking at. Whatever we are looking at, we are looking at up to a point. So it is the gods led by the light of meditation and with fulfillment, tushti. Yesterday I told you the difference between tripti and tushti. Tripti, you eat something, you're content, so I can't eat anymore, fine, I'm satisfied. Tushti is when you eat something, for example, you don't feel hungry later again. You're completely fulfilled. No need to look again. That is tushti. The devatas, the good feelings within, are completely fulfilled. They don't need anything more because she has removed all the illusions. So then they sing her qualities, and this is the Narayani Suktam. So I'll tell you a little about the Narayani Suktam. Because when each Suktam comes in the Devi Mahatmiyam, it is about what they have experienced, the Devatas. That is what they have experienced, they're talking, and they're not just saying it off something. So we have the Devi Suktam. Yes. So they say, Devi Prapannarti Hare Prasida Matar Jagato Akilasya, Prasida Vishweshwari Pahi Vishwam, Twameshwari Devi Charachasya. We are praising you, we bow down to you because you are the one who removes difficulties for the whole world. Okay. And you are the mother, be pleased with us, protect the universe. They don't say just me, take care, because we always say, no, I pray for my children, I pray for my family, for myself. No, this is for the entire world. Why do they say the entire world? Because we are part of the entire consciousness. If everything is comfortable at peace, we will also automatically be at peace. So this is why they are saying. And the can you hear better for them out there? So then they say, because you are present as an intrinsic part of nature, Prakriti, you are the entire nature. And we were talking cells divide, how every cell has a jnana shakti within it, so that that cell knows which side to move and how to behave. So a blood vessel cell will work like a blood vessel, and it will only the number that is gone will be replaced. Yesterday I was telling you, if you have one cell that is in your physical body, it's replaced. 4 weeks, the body cells are replaced. And they have to come at a particular way. When something is replaced, how does the new one know how to do? Suddenly, if it says, okay, here I am, let me multiply as skin cancer. That's what cancer is, without rule or law. So, where does these cells, every cell, not only in us, in the plants, in the animals, the tiny, tiny cells, they are all there because they contain the vasanas in the chitta. Chitta is the medium through which chit flows. It also has a chitta. So this is called Jnana Shakti. The Jnana Shakti in everything will guide it. It won't come and say in words, but it'll guide it. It knows how to go, where to go, when to come, when to germinate, when does the fetus get a head, when does it get a heart, when does the heart start beating, when does it move. All this is Jnana Shakti inside. Nobody tells the fetus. So Jnana Shakti is there everywhere. So because you exist as the intrinsic nature of the earth, you alone are the sole support of the material world. Because she knows, no, the climates, how it has to change, the when the rain has to come, when the sun has to come up, when it will help the plants to grow, when it will help in the fertilizing. All these things are not, she is necessary to make a place fertile and healthy. So you reside as the intrinsic nature of water also, because water is very, very important. As I told you the other day, we are all originally, we were fishes in the water. Through evolution, we became amphibians and onwards. Now, what happens when with the fishes, I told you, we know it. In science, you know that every cell, the blood, has the pH that the sea water has. We are carrying that old in the. So, because of that, there's, if you can we manage you as what? Then he says, you're the energy of consciousness. You are the seed of the universe because she is the creatrix of the universe. And everything is deluded by attachment because you wish it to be like that. You know, sometimes, I got so attached. What do I do now? How can I get rid of attachment? Sometimes you're so helpless. Sometimes you can easily say, okay, this is wisdom comes, jnana shakti. Sometimes you're attached, you can't do anything because she's making you go through that attachment. You to this. Just like Kala is time, Kali is timing. She decides when you can handle this. Otherwise, we might pick up something that we are not, which overwhelms us and we cannot handle. So that is why she has that much importance. If you are gracious, that is with your grace, you can give liberation also. What the Devas have understood after Nishumbhava. Nobody can go and say, okay, I've been so good, I've been done so much tapasya and all that, now open the door. You can't do that. So it is her grace. Then all that is knowable are your various distinctions. Earlier on we did know, Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu, Vishnu Mayeti Shabdita, Trishna Rupena Samsita, Lakshmi Rupena Samsita. Yesterday we did all that. All the qualities, Kshuda Rupena Samsita, hunger, thirst, everything is her aspect within us that is happening. And all the women in the world reflect your capacity entirely. Yesterday I told you another thing. When they say women in the world, it is not about man and women. We are talking about the soul. There is a male energy, female energy. The soft, nurturing, nourishing energy is female energy. The tough, aggressive, which is protective in that sense, is called the male energy. Now, the soft, nurturing can be there in a man, can be like a mother, can and be a corporate person and take things forward. She's using the male energy. And yesterday I said, this is what Krishna did also. He could dance with the gopikas and he could send the chakra to cut off Shishupala's head also. I hope it will work. It's coming down, no? When you say Devi, everything bows its head. Don't worry. So, so both male and female have got both energies within them. Male and female, Ida and Pingala. Now, Krishna had both also, but he knew when to use the male energy and when to use the female energy. He didn't go and he didn't go and slap a gopika, but he didn't go and grovel at the feet of Shishupala either. So he knew because he was not attached to either. These things were there and he used it because he's using it from the point of Shakti. So they say, your all existence, you have been thus extolled. What can we sing of your glory? We can say these are your qualities. But when you're saying, who is she? How do we describe? Because you can't describe Shakti. And then you reside in all human beings in the form of buddhi. In the heart of all human beings, you are buddhi, not manas. Manas is logic. Buddhi is discrimination. The heart will tell you. Yesterday somebody was saying, how do we know? We know because the heart knows. Everyone knows. If you go and slap somebody and you say, I felt like doing it, that fellow will slap you back. So you can't say, I thought it would be the right thing to do because he's not a good person. No. Your mind, buddhi would have told you, don't take that step. Yesterday, somebody sent me a WhatsApp forward. One of my cousins said by an MLA somewhere, a person in the legislative assembly. She went to a prayer house in the airport, and there were some people doing namaz. She sat there and she loudly spoke the Durga Suktam there. So somebody said, you are unnecessarily creating enmity. So she said, when I do this, so I'm not asking anybody to come into my religion. I'm doing it, but they call it enmity. But when the Muslim loudspeakers are there 5 times in a day and everybody is disturbed, that is called amity. So this friend of mine thought, I would say, yes, yes, quite right. I didn't think that. I said, even our temples make sounds, no? Bells, drums during festivals and all that. For them, the Islamic world, when the Prophet was there to call people to prayer, they didn't have trumpets. He had to call from an ordinary homemade loudspeaker to get people. That is the tradition. They carry their tradition with them. The temples carry their tradition with them. We have to understand that we are all one. No, you have your way, I have my way. So they said, they tell everyone that Allah is the only God. So I said, yes. I said, don't Vaishnavites say worship only Vishnu, don't worship Shiva. It's not that they're trying to pull you, they're helping you to be ekagrata. Don't get pulled this side, that side, why not this, why not that. Stay with one. It's a guidance. You have to understand it from the way it is meant to be. When you understand it, you will understand, okay, this person has their way, their tradition, their guidance over years, their culture. This is somebody else's tradition. Live and let live. So this lady going there and sitting in that namaz place in the airport when they are doing the namaz, going there and reading the Durga Suktam loudly and getting upset that somebody said she is provoking. I said, it is a provocation. If she loved her Durga so much, she could always sit in the quiet of her home in silence and do Durga Sutram. You don't have to go where some people are doing namaz and say in front. This is like children saying, no, my dad has a better car than yours. That's very petty small-mindedness. So you needlessly provoke people's annoyance because everybody is vulnerable. So this is how it is. We have to be very open-minded when it comes to Durga. And it's very nice because the buddhi will teach you at that point. When you want to say something nasty about somebody, the buddhi will tell you, stop. Were you like this always? Didn't you make a mistake? Why are you trying to judge them? Then you say, yeah, I feel guilty. I'm not good enough. Then why are you judging yourself? You're bringing your self-esteem down. So when you judge yourself, you're also being negative. You're pushing in a negative vibration into the world. Being positive is to say, yes, I have the courage to accept the mistake I made. That courage is a positive quality. So this is what they are saying. Then, in the form of time, divisions of time, Kali, you bring about change. Because it's form, we only see it. No? Time is eternal. We say yesterday we came here, today now we are coming at 3 o'clock, because for us it's a way of handling life. But in reality, time is all the time going continuously. So, to that energy which exists after the dissolution of the universe, exposer of consciousness, we bow to you. Because they will also say in another position that she is Shiva Tandava Sakshini. Shiva's dance, Tandava, the frightful Tandava, is destroying, dissolving the world. But if she has to be a Sakshini, she has to be there after that. She is not dissolved. So she is there as time, eternal time, as him. So then they say you are the eternal energy of creation, preservation, destruction in all existence, upon which all qualities depend. But all qualities are limited. No quality is completely eternal. So to that person, what can we say? We bow to you. And then they say, they also describe each matrika. I'll just say one or two, then you can go through yourself. Hamsa Yukta Vimanaste Brahmani Rupadharini Kaushambhaksharike Devi Narayani Namostute. This eternal one, Narayani. You come in a chariot that is drawn by two swans. You see, Mahasaraswati, she will have two swans there, and that comes with your Agnya Chakra, and beyond that, you will see later I'll show you the pictures. Why the swans is Hamsa. Hamsa mantra is Soham, Saham. So when you go on practicing Soham, Soham, that breath is saying, the breath is saying, we are not making it say. It says Sa. It automatically comes, no? But this we see it as a concept. But when you go to that level, they say, you start doing that Soham mantra, and she, that Soham Sa, who she is, I am that, Sa Aham. She will take you forward. So that is what is meant there. Mahasaraswati is that level, Jnana Shakti. Before that, Kali is the Mahakali, then Mahalakshmi, then Mahasaraswati. And they say, Trishula Chandrahidare Mahavrishabhavahini Maheshwari Swarupena Narayani Namostute, as Maheshwari. Ishvara, Isha means a controller. That's why in Isha Upanishad, the first thing is Isha Vasyam Idam Sarvam Yat Kincha Jagatyam Jagat. The divine, that consciousness is in everything that moves and which doesn't move, and he controls how it moves or does not move. So he is a controller. So when you say Ishvara, you mean the male way of saying the consciousness that keeps everything in a harmonious accord. And when you say Ishwari, it is the feminine, the Shakti there that keeps things in order. And when she keeps everything in order, what happens? Rhythm comes into the universe. Rhythm, dharma is a personal thing. Swadharma, my dharma. Kula dharma, my dharma in a family situation. Rashtra dharma, family becomes larger and larger. My children, their friends, their families. Rashtra dharma, all in one area. Sanatana dharma, everything is one. So you go step by step until you reach a point when you realize this is not an American Atma, this is not a brown Atma, white Atma, Hindu Atma, Muslim Atma. It's all the same fragment of the Supreme Consciousness. So they are saying here, in the form of the energy of the Supreme Consciousness, she is the energy of the Supreme Consciousness. She displays the trident, the Trishul of unity. Trishul is, it has three prongs like that and one thing. Shiva holds this. Tamas, Rajas, Sattva. These are the three gunas. I remember a long time, Swami Satyanand gave me a Trishul. And I looked at it, I know, why is he giving me Trishul? What is it all about? And he said, this is not to poke at somebody else, this is for you inside. He had such a sweet way of saying the simple. It is for you to see, am I tamasic now? Am I rajasic? Am I sattvic? We'll all know there are days we become dull, we don't want to get up, we don't want to do anything, no enthusiasm. That is tamas, and that is brought by her for a purpose. In the night we are tamasic because we need to rest, body needs to rejuvenate. Then you become rajasic, like Mahalakshmi, no? You want to do something, ambition comes, passion comes, desire comes, you want to do all that. Nothing wrong with any of that, but Buddhi will tell you there is a line. You don't go beyond a limit. Is what you're doing good for everybody, not just for yourself? Otherwise, you'll make a mistake. Sattva is when your jnana, the buddhi, the wisdom comes in, and you start being sattvic. You say, okay, I'm not going to jump up and down. I'm doing what I need to do. I'll do it as much as I can. I trust in her to take care of what needs to be done. But I don't say I did it. There is no I there. That is what Nishumbhas took so long to learn. That I am doing it. I am the one. And she was trying to hit him again and again to say, where are you? I am inside you making you do it. Yesterday I was telling them how Swami Satyanand said when he left Munger and went to Rikya, and when he gave audience, and so many people came crying, Swamiji, you're going away from Munger, what will happen? And he said, what will happen? I had nothing to do with it. He made it happen. It's there. If he wishes, he'll keep it. If he doesn't wish, he'll break it down. I was only a postman. So that is the attitude, which is a fact. When you look into it deeply, we will realize, what did I actually do there? Well, something made me do it for a purpose. But I was enough to know what is the lesson. So by like that, we'll do it again. Abhyasa and Vairagya, Abhyasa and Vairagya. Every time it happens, we put our mind there and says, oh, last time I made that mistake. This time, why am I making it? Today I'm tamasic. I'm trying to do a rajasic action when I'm tamasic. Wait, like that. So we have to organize that Trishul. And he says, this, you are the energy of the form of the Supreme Consciousness who holds the Trishul. See, you're Maheshwari, that Shakti. And you have the serpents of energy mounted on you, just like Shiva has serpents. Serpents in Sanskrit are called sarpa. Sarpa means something that moves in a circular manner quickly, not circular, in a zigzag manner quickly. They refer to the Ida and Pingala because they go quickly like this, like this. So these are the sarpas that Shiva is supposed to be wearing on his neck. The snakes that you see on Shiva's neck, that is it. So she Maheshwari has it because she's the feminine form of the power of Maheshwara. All the matrikas are the power of the consciousness in various forms. So the Maheshwari and Mayura Kukutavrite Mahashakti Dharenage Kaumari Rupa Samsthane Narayani Namostute. Subramanya is called Kumara, who means the world, the earth. But it means a destructive part of the earth. Mara means he destroys the negativity. Because he's pure. Because why Kumara Subramanya is not born out of the union of Shiva and Shakti in the way we think of it. Out of his third eye, the third eye is the Jnana Chakshu. The intuition, sparks of fire come. 6 sparks come. And these sparks get together and they are so heavy that Agni cannot carry it. He says, I can't carry it. He puts it into Ganga. She cannot carry it because it's so fiery. It's Shiva Shakti. It goes there in the water and then it lands up in a set of bushes. And in the set of bushes, it is born as 6 headed, as 6 babies. Okay, 6 heads. They're the Kritikas, that's a set of nakshatras, are 6 of them. They are the energies, smaller energies, not devatas, but smaller energies. They come and they suckle the children so they don't die. Then somebody tells Parvati, there are six women there and they are suckling six beautiful babies. So she says, I too want to see that baby. So she goes there and she hugs the babies together. They become one child with six faces. And then Shiva appears and says, this is a Shiva Shakti combination, which is Subramanya. So Shiva Shakti combination there is Ardhanarishwari Rupam, which is Subramanya. That's why Subramanya gives a spear. Must have seen pictures of Swami Niranjan holding a spear, no? The veil, it's called. That is Shakti's veil. That is, it's why is spear used? Because it's a pointed focus. All the Shakti energy is focused at one point. So this is why you are that sort of a person, and you are coming with the peacock. He's shown driving on a peacock. Now, in the Buddhist tradition, when they practice the dying meditation, they will tell them when you're going through the meditation, you will see different colors. These are the colors of the peacock feather. These colors are the colors of the tanmatras, the elements, space, earth, fire, air, all those. They have certain colors because originally everything is a vibration. Vibration becomes a color. And these colors are what is embodied in the peacock. So they show him riding on it, meaning that he's riding on the tattvas. That is the tanmatras, beyond even the elements, the precursors of the elements. That is, he is that state of consciousness. So in the Buddhist meditation, they will tell them, you will see these colors, don't get attracted, keep going. That's the way they train them. So this is Kaumari. Kaumari is Kumara's, Subramania's energy, pure energy. And like that, they say Shankara Chakra Gada Sharanga Grahita Paramayude Prasida Vaishnavi Rupe Narayani Namostute. She has the conch. She has Shankar Chakra. Shankar is conch. Chakra is time. Shankar is the vibrations of the universe coming into action. And chakra is what cuts it. When my vibration is there, I'm talking. If she cuts it, I'll go silent or I'll pop off. But it's in her hands. Such Vaishnavi, they are saying, we bow down to you. You are in all these forms. All these forms are her. And then they say, you are also in the form of Varaha, the avatar who brought the earth from being lost in the ocean of samsara. That is, it is thrown into an ocean by a Rakshasa, a demon, and they show this Varaha, Vishnu, coming like a boar face and with the nose, and it has a small horn, no? It lifts the earth up and brings it to the and settles the earth out of the thing. That is, that even the material world, if it is going haywire, it is Varaha Rupa that brings the earth up out of the turbulence of the waters of materialism and puts it safe. And Narasimha, so they say, the for you made, she's called Shivaduti because she called Shiva and she says, be my emissary, go tell them not to fight, otherwise I'll fight and kill them. So because she calls Shiva Shivaduti and he goes, follows her, this is to say Shakti can make Shiva do anything. Without Shakti, he cannot do anything. We're not a woman and man. It is the energies needed for consciousness to move. And consciousness moves according to Shivaduti. So Shivaduti, and they praise all that. And then at the end of it, they say, who else could do this which you have now performed when Shimma Nashumarava? You can slaughter all the great illusions in the world, enemies on the way of truth. Illusions come preventing you from going to truth. Who else other than you is spoken of in knowledge and scriptures in all sound as a light of discrimination? You are the one who throws the universe in a blinding darkness of egotism and attachment. So when there are demons of confused thoughts, serpents of dreadful poisons, and the world is in a great conflagration. You stand and save the universe. What we are going through now, the wars around, is nothing compared to what it can be if you want. You are the sovereign of the universe. You protect the universe. You are the soul of the universe. Vishweshwari tvam paripasi vishwam. Vishwatmika dharayasiti vishwam. Vishweshwa vandhya bhavati bhavanti. Vishwashrayaye tvai bhakti namraha. We bow to you in devotion. Please become the refuge of the universe. We are going through so much. So they say, you have saved us. Now, by removing all our illusions, now eradicate all evils from the worlds, for everywhere, as well as all confusion and disturbance. And they say, remove all the sufferings and calamities of the universe. Be gracious to us who bow down to you. And they say one more thing. Remove, she says, I'll give you a blessing. She herself says, whenever your blessing, whatever blessing be your mind's desire, whatever you want for the benefit of the world, that blessing I will give you. Means you can't say, I want a car, please bless me with a car. My husband is not well, please bless him to get well. That's not it. It has to be for the welfare of the world, then I will give it to you. Because if it is welfare, you will also get the benefit. So then they say, O Devi, Sarva Bhada Prashamanam Trailokya Sakileshwari Eva Mevatvaya Karyam Asmad Vairi Vinashanam. That is, terminate all disturbance in all the three worlds. The world, earth, Bhuvaha, the intermediate, and Swaha. In heaven also you can have problems. And in same way, remove from us all hostility. May I not be hostile to something, somebody. Should not be hostile to myself also. Only you can do it. That is the aspect they want. Okay. So then she says, Tatastu, I'll give you that. And she also says, don't worry. Whenever you remember me in difficulty, I will always come. And this is not the one time. I will come continuously because Shumbha and Nishumbha will be born again. At that time, I will come as Vindhya Vasini and I will defeat them. And she says that there will be a time when comes that the earth is parched, no food. I will come as Shakambari. I will bring vegetables that will grow in me. That means she will make the earth fertile. Then there will be a time there's no water. Tears will flow from my eyes and Satakshi with 100 eyes. Wherever it is, that water will flow in and it will help. And she says, different avatars I'll come. Once I'll come as Brahmari because um, there will be a Rakshasa who will hurt people and he has got a boon. Remember I told you first time you say, I don't care for this thing. This can't touch me. All this, I should not be killed by animals, by people, by gods, Raksha. What do I care about an ordinary bee? So she comes with hundreds, she comes as hundreds of bees. Brahmari Devi is called. Brahmari, Brahmari pranayama is, you must have heard, bees. Actually, there people will say they are actually saying mantra of Devi because she is Brahmari Devi. Okay. So this is all the nice part. The war is over, so it's still nice now. So now we come to the 12th chapter, which is meditation on Durga. Durga is the one who removes difficulty. Du is difficulty. Durga removes difficulty. So her mantra is Dum Durgaye Namaha. Om Hreem Dum Durgaye Namaha. Om Shreem Dum Durgaye Namaha. Whatever you are looking towards. And then the Devi says, whoever, this is a Palashruti. That is what you will get out of this. Whoever will do this Chandi part, reciting this regularly, with a concentrated mind. I will concentrate mind. You have to think of Devi. You can't think of you. I kept that stove on the, it will whistle now. I must get up. You can't do that. Your whole being should be there. Then, without doubt, I'll put an end to his every difficulty. That's for you. Then, and she says, on the 8th, 14th, and 9 days of the lunar fortnight, if you repeat this Saptashati, I will be there. I'll come there in person. No fear will come from enemies, no robbers, no kings, no weapon, fire, flood, animal, dangerous. Nothing will come to you, she says, because I am giving my promise. Then she says, let my glories be spread everywhere. Doesn't mean go and tell them all like an advertisement, this is like this, like this. Not like that. What she means is tell people who are struggling, she is there, she will take care of you. Tell them so that they will know they are not alone in her difficulty. She is there with you. So do that and remove all the negativity that they carry around with them. Sometimes we have here, oh my God, this will happen. Or, oh my God, I've done something bad, I'm bad. Yesterday also somebody asked, how do we change when we know we have made a mistake? We change the next time. If you're not able to change, she will change it for you. You don't have to be perfect. Nobody is perfect in the universe. Just trust her and do what you need to do. All that she says, wherever you are in difficulties, when you're lost in the forest, when you have a raging fire, when you have a bomb dropping near you, whatever it is, put your faith in me. I am there because I am the bomb, the energy. So all this is the Falashruti. Now you must realize that the Falashruti is the fruit of what you get out of doing the chant. Anything. Most chants will have a Falashruti. You'll get this, you'll get this, you'll get this. Now, this doesn't mean somebody who doesn't do it will not get it. This is only for us to get a discipline. Because we always want something out of something, So to give us that discipline, okay, I'll do it because it's helpful. You do it and do it. After some time, you like doing it. You're not looking for something to happen. So that is why they have a Palashruti. So we'll move into 13th chapter, which is Shiva, not Shiva, Shiva. She is now Shiva as the Shakti herself. And I meditate on that goddess who looks like the sun at sunrise, who holds in her hands the Pasha, Ankusha, what I told you, and the mudras containing Vara and Abhaya, Varada. That is, Abhaya, don't be afraid. She says, I'll protect you. And Abhaya, that is this. Varada, I'll give you what you need. What is this? This is the mudra that Dakshinamurti holds. He doesn't talk. He is the Guru Tattva of Shiva. He's called Dakshinamurti. He doesn't give talks and lectures. He just holds his hand like that. People have to understand. When you reach that point, you'll understand. Tamas, Rajas, Sattva, keep them separate. Join your individual Atma with the Supreme Atma, Paramatma. That's all you need to know. Don't say, must I do this, must I do that? This is all social necessities. Yeah, you must do like that, otherwise God won't, God will punish you. All that is social necessities. When you become a real sadhaka, then you look at all this and you say, I'm doing this for, because I love the Devi. Jagadamba Preetyartham. You don't say, because I want this, I want that. Trust her that she will give you what you need. Okay. Now we are going to, what happens if you can't do this whole book? Big book, no? Or you can't do it every day, one chapter, somebody will do that also. Are you lost? So Shiva will ask Devi, this is Kali Yuga. People are busy, people have lifestyle is different. What happens to those people who are not able to do this fully? Then she says, I will tell you what is to be done. And she tells him the Sapta Shloki Durga. We will hear this from the Shankaracharya of Sringeri, who is the lineage of Adi Shankara and the lineage in which our gurus also come. He is teaching people. So if you want, you follow him. He will say a line, follow it. Say a line, follow it. And if you can't, later on, you let me know and I'll tell you somebody has the, then I must be having it. Durga Saptashloki, just 6 verses, just this much. But here you will get the Sringeri Shankaracharya saying it, and people will be repeating after him. I don't know if that has come in the thing, but the meaning also is there. So look at it attentively. Please put that. The video. Durga Saptashloki. This is the Shankaracharya, present Shankaracharya.
ज्ञानिनामपि चेतांसि देवी भगवती हि सा बलादाकृष्य मोहाय महामाया प्रयच्छति दुर्गे स्मृता हरसि भीतिं अशेषजन्तोः स्वस्थैः स्मृता मतिमतीव शुभान् ददासि दारिद्र्यदुःख भयहारिणि का त्वदन्या सर्वोपकार करणाय सदार्द्रचित्ता सर्वमंगलमांगल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थसाधिके शरण्ये त्र्यंबके गौरी नारायणि नमोस्तुते शरणागत दीनार्त परित्राणपरायणे सर्वस्यार्तिहरे देवी नारायणि नमोस्तुते सर्वस्वरूपे सर्वेशे सर्वशक्तिसमन्विते भयेभ्यस्त्राहि नो देवी दुर्गे देवी नमोस्तुते रोगानशेषान् अपहंसि तुष्टा रुष्टा तु कामान् सकलान् अभीष्टान् त्वामाश्रितानां न विपन्नराणां त्वामाश्रिता हि आश्रयतां प्रयान्ति सर्वा बाधा प्रशमनं त्रैलोक्यस्याखिलेश्वरी एवमेव त्वया कार्यम् अस्मद्वैरिविनाशनम् ಈ ಒಂದು ಸಪ್ತಶ್ಲೋಕಿಯನ್ನ ಪ್ರತಿ ದಿವಸ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಸಹ ಪಠನ ಮಾಡಿ ಆ ಜಗನ್ಮಾತೆಯ ವಿಶೇಷವಾದಂತಹ ಅನುಗ್ರಹಕ್ಕೆ ಪಾತ್ರರಾಗಬೇಕು.
Through the Devi Mahatmiyam, simply doing the Saptashloki contains that power. So this is say, no, I don't know, I can't, because it's time is not there. Saptashloki is that, and that is, we are all blessed today because you have it straight from the mouth of the Sringeri Acharya, who carries the lineage. Because in the lineage you say, Sadashiva Samarambham, from Sadashiva. Sadashiva means one who is eternally auspicious. That's Shiva, not a person. That pure consciousness. That pure consciousness, Sadashiva Samarambham, starts from there. Shankaracharya Madhyamam. It comes to Shankara, Adi Shankara, because he moves into that dimension. And then Sankaracharya Madhyamam, Asmadacharya Paryantam, all the gurus, acharyas who come after him, right up to our gurus. It need not be this lineage, any lineage, it doesn't matter. A guru, because they're all talking same truth. Vande Guru Paramparam. I'm doing namaskar to the entire lineage starting from Sadashiva, which means that when you say that and you begin something, the entire lineage stands behind you to give you the energy and the power to do what you need to do, provided that is for the welfare of everybody in the world. So this is that. I'm looking at the time. Now, we have done this, okay? Sapta Shloki, we have done that and we've gone into the, everything is over. Now what they say, Surata and Samadhi, they sit down and they are asking the Markandeya. Markandeya has been telling the story. And Markandeya says, after doing the whole thing, he says, Surya Janma Samasadhya Savarnir Bhavita Manuhu. That is, when they ask him to talk about the glories of Devi, he starts off by saying, I'll tell you, Savarni Surya Tanayo Yo Manu Katyate Ashtamaha Nishamaya Tadutpatim Vistarad Gatato Mama. That is, they are saying, talk to us about the glory of Devi. So he said, I'll tell you about Surata and Samadhi. So you'll wonder why is he talking about Surata and Samadhi when they are talking of this. So the point is this, he's giving us a clue. Savarni, E, keep the thing in your mind. Surya Tanayaha, Surya, the sun's sun. Surya's sun is Agni. Agni is, Bija mantra is Ram. Yeah. So you've got E, that is Savarni, Surya, Yo Manu Katyate Ashtamaha. That person who is the eighth. You're wondering, eighth what? Not sun. It's just eighth. They just leave it. What is the eighth? In Sanskrit, you have certain rules in grammar. Certain places, the eighth akshara will be Yara, Lava, Sasha, Sa, Ha. So, Ha, Ra, E. E is the Bija mantra of Devi. And Kastya. Ashtamaha, Nishamaya Tadut Pantim, Patim, Hreem. It comes Ha, Ra, E, He is talking of that, this is, talk about Devi. So he says it in a clue. You have to take it as Hreem. So he is talking about Hreem. This is Mahatmiyam, her Bija mantra. Bhuvaneshwari's Bija mantra is Hreem. So then all the stories he says about Surata, Samadhi, what they went through, the illusions they had, and finally at the end, the Surata and Samadhi are asked, they do the tapasya and they get a vision of Devi, and then Devi says, okay, ask me whatever you want. And Surata says, the king says, I want to get my lost kingdom back, and then I want an immortal kingdom which will never go. So she says, yes, you will go back, your kingdom will be given to you, you will rule there, then you will come to me and you will become the Surya Tanaya. That is the Savarni Manumantra. Okay. So why does he ask for the kingdom? When you're getting immortal kingdom, why do you want to ask for that? Because when something is left without a closure, it will return as a vasana. You might be in heaven also enjoying, but you may say, oh, I should have got that. I should have got that. So he is putting that to rest. And Samadhi says, just give me the wisdom to know you. And so Samadhi is the merchant. So she says, you will get what you want. You will always have that wisdom and come to me when your time comes. So that is the first and the last sentences of this, and those are the most important sentences there. So Hreem is the Bija mantra. Why? Because Ha is Akasha. Ra is fire. E is Devi. And for every mantra you will get Om. then it goes off into seeming silence, no? But the vibration carries on, but you don't hear it normal ears. So that is called the Anuswara. So every mantra, Hreem, that vibration is going on. I don't hear it, you don't hear it. But the universe hears it. So this is the Hreem. And now let's come to the next one. Oh, we've got an hour. I think we can manage. Next picture. This is the Pradhanika Rahasyam. That is the first Rahasya. Not this, that's the next one. Next one. After this one. Correct. Now this is the Yantra of Durga. Okay. You have to understand what it is. Durga Yantra. So they'll say in the beginning, first and foremost of all energies, all causes of anything happening, somebody who is a Triguna supreme sovereign. She's called Mahalakshmi. Lakshma means a sign of something. You have a mole here, and that's her Lakshma. And if you see that mole, you can make out. So Lakshma is a sign of the supreme consciousness. So she's called Lakshmi. Where Lakshmi is, not ordinary Lakshmi, Mahalakshmi. Where Mahalakshmi is, the supreme consciousness is there. So you have Mahalakshmi, and they describe her. They say, Trigunya, Trigunatita, she goes beyond the gunas. Gunas come with creation, no? That is why Krishna will tell Arjuna, Traigunya Vishaya Vedaha, Nishtraigunya Bhava Arjuna. They go beyond the gunas also. Because this is Rajastama Sattva, she's Triguna Tita. This Triguna Tita means in the waking world, our senses are awake. We can smell, we can hear. When you're dreaming, the senses are not there. Somebody comes and talks to you, you can't hear if you're in dreaming state. But you can, the mind will reenact whatever it has experienced to give you a message. This is dream state. Mind is there, body is not. You go into deep sleep, mind also is not there. No dream, nothing. But it is a deep sleep sort of thing. These three states are superimposed on the Turiya. Turiya means a fourth state. She is called Turiya. Even beyond that, she is Trigunatita, Parama. Beyond even that, which you cannot even imagine. That is the Devi, and she is coming to you like a mother. When you are just calling her Durga, you call her, I'm going to, just in mind, Durga, please help me. They call Sadardra Chitta, they call her. She is Sadardra, that is drenched. Ardra, she's drenched with compassion. She's drenched with love for you. She's waiting when she can help you. Why isn't she calling me? That is Devi. So then that Devi is, you will see, can you see that one red in between? It comes down. That red in the middle, which comes down with a dot in the middle, that is Mahalakshmi. Then as she is, out of her comes another being like her, out of her. So this is Mahakali. On this this side, you see, she shares the same line with Mahalakshmi. This is Mahakali. And when Mahakali comes, is dark, very dark, but very beautiful. And she has finely shaped lips, thin waist. Why do they make it specific thin waist? Because she does not have a Brahmagarbha. She is not a creator. Kali is a dissolver, no? So she has a thin waist. And her hands hold all this, usually like Mahakali, the heads, mala and all that. And this lady says, Mother, she said, because she has come out of her, no? She says, Mother, I've come out of you. Give me names and tell me what I must do. So she said, I'll give you the name. The name will also mean your activities. Oh, Mahamaya, that's her name, Kali's name. She's a great illusionary. like a magician. Mahakali, you are the great the timing in everything. Mahamari, that which can destroy illusions. Shuddha, Nidra, hunger, sleep, Krishna, desire, all this you are Kalaratri. You are the darkness of night. There, they don't mean the night darkness. They mean Kalaratri means your ignorance. You don't see that you're suffering and you don't say, why I'm suffering? Why this has happened only to me? When you ask her and she will tell you, because this happened, you're finishing one karma. If you're going through suffering, you're finishing an old leftover debt. You're finishing it and learn out of that so you won't come back. So this is her. Then on the other side, another um, beautiful one. This is dark. That one is full of light. That's Mahasaraswati, Jnana Shakti. Radiant Jnana Shakti. She holds a japamala, veena, a musical instrument, a book, and a curved sword. Why does she hold a japamala, a rosary? To go on, because she is the mantra mayi. She holds all the mantras within her. So she is holding it. She goes on repeating it for the benefit of every person. Those mantras are what later become objects and happenings. Book is supposed to mean the Vedas. Vedas are not books. Vedas are what came um, just by itself from the divine consciousness, and those were seen. It was revealed to certain rishis when they were in very high consciousness, and they repeated that what they saw as words. So when the Vedas are repeating the words that people are reading out, is the words that have a certain vibration, which means something very specific. It's not a language to be learned. I told you that day. Many clues you have to learn it. You will be interested to know that at one time there were two rishis called Bhrigu and Angirasa. Good old times, rishi times. They all, at that time, Vedic ritual was only fire rituals. There's no gods and goddesses. So some people found it difficult. They say, you have bhakti to the fire. I'm not able to have bhakti. So Angirasa said, okay, I'll say Durga, she is fire, but I'll make Durga into a person that you can relate to. Like we relate now, no? So the gods and goddesses images came. This was by Angirasa. Bhrigu says, I will continue the sacred fire ritual. Otherwise, what will happen? That it will be stopped. Now the disciples get confused. They said, should we do this? Should we do that? So the gurus, Angirasa and Bhrigu, say, let us not stay in the same place. Angirasa with the opts to stay in this south of India, Bharat, where the idol worship is there. Now, idol worship is not meaninglessly look at something. It must mean something to us inside, and we are trying to bring that something within us, work in that way. The Bhrigu took the Bhargava, he was called because of Bhrigu, took the fire worship and he went to what was then Persia, what is Iran today. And then when many people, because the whole thing was Akhanda Bharat, no? Bharat was all that area. So people learned the fire worship. And the fire worship is still performed in that area. It's called Zoroastrianism. And they call it Zen Davesta, the chants that they do. Word for word, it is a Sanskrit Chandas Upasta. Chandas Upasta means a Vedic chant. But little change because of their pronunciation. It's called Zen Davesta. And they became Parsis, Zoroastrians, with the fire worship. Many hundreds of years later, Islam came in there. And out of fear, some of them ran away. Some of them still stay there and practice. They came and landed near Bombay. This was a king at that time. They called themselves Parsis because they spoke Farsi, Persian language. And they told the king, please give us secure safety here, immigrants. So the king was wondering, what do you know, in India, we've never had shortage of people. So he brought a cup of milk and he gave it to that man to say, we are full, just bring me, what can I do? He just gave it. That man, the Parsi ruler, main Purohit, took some sugar, mixed it in that milk, and he gave it to the king. He was saying, give us sanctuary. We will not do anything beyond what is there, but we will make your life sweet. So today you have the entire Parsi population, wherever they are, in Bombay, for example, you will never see an uprising, any minority demand, nothing. They are minorities. But they are the Tatas, the people who have made India richer in many, many ways. You will not see a Parsi beggar. They create their own home for the people who are not able to think, and everybody joins together, puts something, and takes care. This is Iran. 5,000 years of culture between India and Iran. So you know what Iran is all about, the war now, you know. So when India tells Iran, don't hurt us, Iran will agree. That is how Modi said, protect our ships, and Iran said yes, because we do not go and attack other countries. We only fight to defend ourselves. So they know that we are no danger to them. That respect. So this is that. Now, so you have these three, first Mahalakshmi, out of her Mahakali and Mahasaraswati come. When they both come, then she tells them, now out of yourself bring a male being, that male energy with your same qualities. So out of them they become a quality of, she does it first. Out of her she brings out Brahma and Lakshmi. This Mahalakshmi. Brahma and Lakshmi, the creative. Then the other one brings Rudra and Saraswati, because both are Jnana Swarupa. And then you have the Krishna and Kali from the other, third. Then, because they come like that, she puts them together, matches them. So Brahma takes Saraswati, the knowledge for creation, which so Brahma's wife is Saraswati. We say it like that. Then Mahasaraswati, the thing, that is the wealth of Rudra and Mahasaraswati. Then Brahma is a creative force, which is Brahma and Mahalakshmi and Lakshmi, not Mahalakshmi. And then you have the third one, the other combination. Now, when these three combinations are there, the male and female energies are produced, male and female. Then out of that, what happens is, these three devatas are there. Out of that, Mahalakshmi, Brahma and Shri, that is Rajas, Rajoguna. Then you have Nilakanta and Swara, Saraswati, which is Sattva, and Rajas and Tamas, Krishna and Chandi. Both are dark. So when they join together, Brahma and Saraswati, knowledge plus creativity, the mantra is Aim. Then you have Shiva and Gauri, Hreem, she who makes things happen, and Vishnu and Lakshmi is Kleem. Krishna is Kleem. Kali is Cream. La and Ra can be interchanged in Sanskrit. So when you say Kleem Krishnaya Namaha, you can say, where Krishna and Kali, Krishna's Shakti is Kali. Every avatara has one Shakti. Kali, there will be wars, there will be tempests, there will be turbulence, there will be climatic changes, there will be people making mistakes. So many things can happen. That is the way of Krishna. When Krishna was there also, Mahabharata, war happened, because only a war will awaken people. Otherwise, what happens? Everything going nice, we sit back, taking something for granted, entitled. How lovely, why bother about anything? But you can't evolve if you're like that. And the God wants you to evolve into something greater, into Himself. So he will say, okay, you're having a good time, is it? Okay, I'll show you how it is, and something will go. It will be. That's what happens. So now Brahma and Saraswati create. Creation happens. What comes in creation is the Hiranyagarbha, or the cosmic egg. And that cosmic egg contains all the elements, 5 elements, and all the ingredients for creation, but it's kept closed. Brahma and Saraswati make it, and Rudra and Gauri pierce it. Then it spills out. When it spills out, you get all the 5 elements, the movable, immovable, everything, and it is sustained and nourished by Vishnu and Lakshmi. Okay, this is the Pradhanaka Rahasya. And this is what it stands for. When you see, there is one Shakti, one small triangle which comes all the way down, then 2 red, these are red triangles, and this is Mahakali, Mahasaraswati, and middle is Mahalakshmi. And then there's a dot in between there. That dot is called Bindu. And if you there is a triangle which comes all the way down, yellow in color, that is Shiva as Shakti, golden color for the whole world. Okay. Now, if you count those angles 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, this means the Navadurga. And the other things, the petals and all, are her certain capacities, and we both these like that. But this you must know, because whenever you see it, you will know that this is Durga thing. Okay. Now, go to the next one. Any question about this? Before this? Before this was that, right? No, no, no. Come up. Next. 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 Okay. Now, this is the word in Arabic for Allah. Allah does not have a form. When Muhammad died, he told his followers, he said, I am the garden and Ali is the key. Ali was his son-in-law, nephew, to whom he gave Diksha in spiritual Islam. This is the Shia faction which is in Iran today. You always hear fighting between Shias and Sunnis. Shias are more spiritually that way. That is why they could take the Indian culture. Sunnis are people who don't have that sort of consciousness, but they go by rules and regulations. And they will not see the inside meaning. And Allah says, kill everybody. You don't say Desha Kala Patra. In what place he said it, and in what circumstance he said it, and to whom did he say it. If you then only you know a context. He said it, so I will do it like that. So he says, so this is a fight between Shias and Sunnis. So this is why I'm showing you this. When Muhammad was saying this, he says, you see that little thing on top, tiny thing? That means Bismillah. Bismillahir-Rahim-ir-Rahman. Bismillah means the great Allah. Allah is how they called God those days. Allah. Even in Jews, they used to call Ilahi, Ilahi, like that. Allah, that's the way they called in their country. Bismillah, the great Bismillah, Ir-Rahman, he is the most merciful, Ir-Rahim, very beneficial. So they ask Hazrat Ali after Muhammad passed. So he says, now tell us, why did he say he is the garden and you are the key? Because he says, they have so many statements that they recite, before every statement, they'll say Bismillahir-Rahmanir-Rahim, and then they'll say that, then Bismillahir-Rahmanir-Rahim. He'll say, that means that this Bismillahir-Rahmanir-Rahim is the key to everything. What does it mean? Bismillah, the great Allah, the great God, supreme consciousness, breathes into us and gives us life. When we breathe out, he takes us back. He is both merciful, giving us this life, and beneficent by taking us back into himself. What do Christians say? God breathed life into man. And what does Vedanta say? Soham. He breathes. Where is your breath? You can't say, I'm breathing. You're not breathing. It comes, it goes until your prana is over. Same thing we are talking about. And I say this in every group that I see to tell you, do not make a difference between one religion and another religion. If you go deep inside, all the prophets are talking of the same thing. If you understand it, you will be a vehicle for creating less hostility. You will bring more peace into the world by taking it properly. Okay, so that is it. Then go to the next one. Next. Slept off. Next one, please. Okay. This is the Bindu. You know the chakras in the human body? Mooladhar in the perineum. This is not Mooladhar. This is Bindu. Mooladhar in the perineum. That is dealing with earth, the material things. Swadishtan, water. You remember Madhu and Kaitaba, they were struggling with the body and mind desires. When you go beyond that, you come to fire. And fire is Manipur. Once you come to fire, your passion increases. Now, if your passion increases for a good reason, you go higher. If it is like Mahishasura, I am big, you get hurt on the way, and then you grow from there. So this is where the Buddhists say, start your prayers. Because when down the two chakras, you won't, because you will be caught with this as God, give me a good car, make me have a pretty daughter. All goes down the things. So you must finish all those. That's a preparation. Come to where you are, Manipur chakra. That fire is in you. Somewhere there is a thing. Isn't it time to turn your heart into a temple of fire? Never saw it, Years ago, I made it there. I put it there. How many? When Satyakshi came. So I said, everybody we see, but we don't look. That Jesus will always say, if you have ears to hear, listen to me. Everybody has ears, but the buddhi is not there. We are not looking at what we want to. We are looking through our own narrative. Okay. So that is that. So Buddha says, start from here. So they say, oh, Mani Padmeham. That is the Buddhist prayer. Mani Padma, this is a lotus, the jeweled lotus. That is like fire is like a jewel, no? Go from there and start. That Om will start for you. So Om, they say, bring it from there to your head and then say Om. That's Buddhism. And then, that is Buddhism. Then you come to the heart, Anahata Chakra. When your fire is burning in the right direction, you will experience compassion and kindness. Passion is not only that I must be great. Everybody must get the benefit. That kindness, that love, all that will come with Anahata Chakra. And that is what Jesus points to. The next one you show. When they say Sacred Heart of Jesus, this is what they are talking of, the Anahata Chakra. Bring your consciousness to the Anahata Chakra, because Jesus showed it in his life. He let himself be crucified for everybody. But he didn't say bad for them. He says, God, forgive them. They don't know what they are doing. That was his thing on the cross. So that is the Anahata Chakra. So this is Christian start from there. Then next one. Now you say this is Ram. I showed you the chakra, Buddhist chakra that they say. Next one. Now this is what I showed in the first class, the different animals that are associated with different chakras. We come to Anahat Vishuddhi. Vishuddhi, you will feel the elephant, but it does not. In the Mooladhar, it has got 7 trunks. It carries all the chakras with it because it's a Mooladhar, the Kundalini Shakti there. When she rises up, then it doesn't have to carry other things. It is open on its own. Elephant is called as something mighty. Only a king will go on an elephant. Or a heavy trunk of trees, something which can carry something mighty. That is Vishuddhi Chakra. And then you come to Agnya Chakra. Agnya Chakra, you will find that two deer, the same deer that was there in the Anaha Chakra. Your thoughts and feelings at that time, no, will go like this, quickly, like a deer jumping. So Shiva will carry it. You can see Shiva holding a deer in his hands. It's under his control. This is Anahata Chakra. Here you will have the same thing, but it will be free. Okay, come down, 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 come down. No, then go up. Okay. Now down, the lowest most is elephant with 7 trunks. Muladhar Chakra. Next, alligator. Alligators, like our emotions, it'll be sitting half water, half earth. And it'll be sitting quietly. You don't know what it is doing. If you go near it, it'll bite you. Emotions are like that. You think, no, I'm so calm. Everything is so beautiful. Somebody will come near. What are you doing? You'll suddenly, where does this come from? This is emotions. That is alligator. Then you go up. Go up. That is the mountain goat. It has a capacity to jump anywhere and go. That is the Manipur chakra, to raise you upwards. Next, the Anahata chakra, and it has the deer there, which Shiva has got, and then go up. That is the Agnya chakra with Om. The Soham mantra comes there, Anahata, the Agnya chakra, where you hear the voice of the Guru telling you go like this, intuitive feeling. Then you come up to the Bindu chakra. The Kundalini comes to the Bindu, no? So Bindu is what Bindu is formless. The symbol of the Bindu is a half moon crest and a star, which Shiva wears on his head. This is the symbol that Islam has taken. Because Muhammad said, God does not have a form. Don't make God into a form and then you worship it and you get attracted only to that form. You will have a fight. Why should it be this form? Why not that form? God is there as supreme consciousness within you. Don't give him a form, but he is a half moon, that crescent and a moon. So you'll see in the chakras, all the chakras, according to the mystics of that time in different religions, the Buddhists will start from the Manipur chakra, the fire, Om Manipadneham. Anahata is the sacred heart of Jesus. Aurobindo has also the same thing. It is the Anahata chakra they're pointing to. Then you go higher, sages will go into the Agnya chakra. Then you go beyond that to Bindu, it's formless. And that is what the Islam is talking about. Doesn't mean that every Muslim is in the Bindu chakra. Just like all of us are not in the Anahat, we are not in the Manipur, we may be still struggling in the Buladhar. So, but this is where you start. This is the symbol that you are told to follow. This is what God is. You follow that clue. So that is how the entire chakras are part of every religion in the universe. Mm-mm. That is because it's not just a Westerner. People who have not had a samskara of wisdom in their culture, they are used to might is right. They have brought out the brawn over the brain. This is ancient cultures like Iran, this world. We have given the brain more importance than the brawn. You say, unless you know what you are doing, you can make a mess. And it is not only in India. The indigenous Native Americans, what you call the Red Indians, they all had the goodness, this wisdom in them. In fact, I had gone to one of my friends, a student, She was a Native American. That is, they are called that, the Red Indians. They are not allowed to own any land or anything. So their own land, these people took it away, and they massacred them. They massacred the food and everything that they had. Some of them married white people, and then they, in that name, they got the land and all that. Those who were left, they were put in reservations where the nuclear waste and all was thrown. But they're still very deeply our country, sort of, not America, but the Native American culture. So then there, they said, that lady said, you must come to a place called the Sweat Lodge. No, I didn't know what it was. It was long ago, 25 years ago. So I said, okay, I'll come. So we went there, and you go inside a tent sort of thing, cave like made of stone and mud. And outside is a fire keeper, Agni. You don't cross between her and the cave. That is disrespectful, because fire is divine. So you don't cross. You sit inside and you don't talk. You just sit there and you'll sweat and sweat and sweat. But it's a very calm, quiet. And at the end, one person said, can you say the Gayatri Mantra? I said, okay. So I said the Gayatri Mantra. They said, this was the chant of our old people. That's the ancient Native Americans. This was the chant, but it's all gone now, they said. So these things, it is not restricted to India. India just kept them alive in spite of invasion. We rebuilt. But it is there in the natural aspect of every indigenous tribe everywhere in the world. New Zealand, the Aborigines, they have it. They show it in pictures. So that wisdom is there. But we kept it in a particular way that is easy to understand, and people talk to us because we learned English and stuff, so we can explain. The Aborigines don't know that language, and you don't want to learn from them. So somewhere they'll give you a picture and you say, what does it mean? If you want to know, they'll tell you, oh, the same thing as what we think. If we don't care about it, a nice picture, I got it from New Zealand, hang it up on the wall. So if you go deep into any culture, there is that ancient wisdom is there. It depends on whether you want to keep it or no, this is better if I get a lot of power. I can get what I want, I can be comfortable. No, this is Swadhisthana and Muladhara Chakra. But it doesn't last because you have to grow, no? So Devi, when you die, death comes, Kala comes as a necessity for you to experience this. Okay, now go to another body, experience that. You're saying, no, I can rule him. So tomorrow be that person. You get different experiences, so your experience is widened. That is the justification of death. So that is it. We have time. So this is what I've told you. Is there any other picture after that? Yes, there is something. Yes, yeah, that one. Next. After that. Huh? Yeah. Put it. This is Adi Shankara. Yesterday you saw it like in a gentle cartoon sort of thing. Here is Adi Shankara in a Tamil movie for Mukambika. And this is when Adi Shankara was going, and he wants to take, before you put it 1 second, he wants to take Bhagavati to Kerala. He's from Kerala, no? Because there are no Bhagavati temples there. So he goes all the way to near beyond Kollur, Kottajatri there. And he prays to her, and he is already a highly evolved person. He prays to her and he says, will you please come with me to Kerala because we don't have anything. And she looks at him and she sees he's worth it. So he says, okay, I will follow you. But you should never turn back and look. So he says, okay, what to do? She's given a thing. So as he walks, he hears the anklets. So he knows she's walking behind. At a certain place, the anklet sound stops. So he gets anxious. He turns and looks. Broke the thing. So she tells him, you broke the deal. Now I will stay here. Because many years before that, many thousands of years before, there was a asura, Kamasura, that is desire in the form of a demon. And she he created hell for everybody else around. You know how desire is. No, I want something, doesn't matter what happens to you. So the gods prayed to her, and she came in the form of Durga, Mahalakshmi, Mahasaraswati, Mahakali, all together in one form. And she defeated him and killed him, gave him moksha. And this Devi who was there, she had a particular form. And that form was seen by Adi Shankara when he said, please come, because in his meditation. So she said, no, I can't move anywhere else. I have to be here. This is my place. But since you asked so much, he said, he feels so dejected now after so much. So she says, okay, I'll come to Kerala between 4 and 5 in the morning. The rest of the time I'll be here. So it's said that she goes to Chotanikara Bhagavati. That's one Devi there. She goes to that temple in Kerala between 4 and 5. So there they opened the Devasthanas by 4. By 3:30, they're ready waiting for her. And in Kollur, Mukambika place, they will open only after 5. Because she has gone there, she has to come back. That is the story. But then, this is a Tamil movie in which this is about Adi Shankara and his life and what happened, how he met the Devis, and how he realizes that this Devi is Mahasaraswati, Mahalakshmi, Mahakali, everything in one. So its song is in Tamil, but when you see the picture, you will get the feel of it. And then eventually he'll say, you are the one about whom the scriptures talk, about knowledge talks about you. You are the all-encompassing great one. And you are the linga. There was a lingam there. He found it. That lingam has a golden line in between. That golden line divides that lingam into 2. It's a Swayambhu lingam. It came on its own. The left side is supposed to be Shakti. The right side is Shiva. That gold line separates them, but it's one. He says, you are that lingam also. And he starts and ends with the Saundarya Lahari thing. Shiva Shaktya Yukto Yadi Bhavati Shakta Prabhavitum Nache Devam Devo Nakalu Kushala Spanditum Api. That is, I told you about the Bindu, that dot under the ba in Islam, where God breathes in and breathes out. That is one dot there. That's called the Bindu in here, that we say the Bindu. It is formless. It is that point from which creation happens. How does it happen? It starts off with a vibration. Then that vibration goes on becoming, that is Shakti. She is creating that vibration in consciousness. It comes like a drop, like a raindrop, no? When you see a raindrop, it just bursts down and falls when it is too much. So this is Bindu, is that, and it comes down. And this is what the Bindu is what Islam believes, that Bismillah breathes in and breathes out for us. So too in Christianity, every other religion. So that's why I showed you the Bindu, Chakra, and the star, and the Nakshatra and star. And they follow the lunar calendar. So if they have to do the Ramzan, they will always say, you have to sight the moon. Arab countries, the moon, they will sight earlier than us. Then they will have it, the next day will be Ramzan here. So, this is, you will see Adi Shankara, and he sees the whole thing in his meditation. He's not singing it till the end. He's seeing this and is visualizing the whole thing. I don't have an English translation. It's there. Please put that.
Ayukto yadi bhavati shakta prabhavitum nache devam devo nakalu kushalah spanditumapi atastvam aradhyam Harihara virinchadi bhiravi pranantum stotum va kathamakrita punyah prabhavadi janani janani jagami agamni janani janani जगत्कारणिनी परिपूरणिनी जगत्कारणिनी परिपूरणिनी जननी जननी जगम्नी अगम्नी जननी 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 जननी
Shivalingam in front, with you will find a golden line going through that. He says, this is your Rupa. It's evident. You can see it. If they let you go inside the Garbhagriha. Yeah. 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 That is it. It's a golden line. If you ever find this, very, very rare in the Narmada Banalingam, it's very rare. If you find it, it's a Shiva Shakti together thing. So this is it. And now we can, Vedakirti want to distribute the Durgas. This is for everybody to take home. And each one worship it for yourself. You don't say, me and my wife will use one. No. You are one Atma, she is another Atma. You happen to be put together for a purpose. She has her karma, you have your karma. People have children, they have their karma. You can't say, I own him and he has to be like this. All these you can take. Swami Srividya also. Swami Yogamaya. And for those two also. Swami Yogamaya. Then you can open your packets. She has come to you. I didn't bring her. Vedakirti got a calling. She wanted to sponsor. He sponsored it. See how all of us act by her will. You can open it. You will find a little statuette, little one of Durga. And you will find there is one little haldi and kumkum in it also, which you can take home. But it will be a bit messy if you use it. They're the kitty, there is more for them. ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ one more. ನನ್ಗೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. I'll keep it for the other people. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಅಂತ ಅವರು ಕೇಳಿದ್ರು. Children. She won't know what mother. Correct. Correct. Sometimes what happens is when people go into high consciousness, no, it is said that you are doing your puja to the Vigraha. You become so attached to the Vigraha. So now, through Kali, Ramakrishna Paramahamsa was able to reach that point, intuition and everything, that he was, because she was inside him. But that form was something he couldn't get away from. So he had his guru, Totapuri. Totapuri come and said, you have to give up Kali. He said, that's all I have. How can I give it up? So Totapuri took one glass piece, put it on his forehead, and he said, no, give her up. Then she disappeared and the Nirguna state he came. Then he knew that formless divinity. So you never know who will come from where and do what. So, okay. Now open it. You've got your thing, no? Now each one has got a little bunch of flowers. If those who don't have, those who have, please give them. Just one hand. We've got 5 minutes. Just go around. Just one person go around quickly putting it. be easier than passing the. Doesn't matter, we'll take it later. Just remember that haldi and kumkum she has given you. The one day I told you that yellow is representative of the supreme consciousness, which is light. And you can't give light to people to say, God be with you. So in the old days, they gave gold, bit of gold, because gold is very much like light. Then the country became relatively poor. You can't hand out gold to everybody who comes. So they said, let's give something near that light, near things. So they brought turmeric. So yellow color, turmeric is the color of light of the supreme consciousness. The kumkum is the color of Shakti because she is the energy. So the color of the blood, the color of the soil, where things happen. So this is what when somebody comes and you give them haldi kumkum, you're actually telling them that may the supreme consciousness and his energy be with you. So with that attitude, when you give it to somebody, whoever comes, and you say namaste, and you're saying, I bow down to that divine within you, not just that person who you are. Oh, namaste. Namaste, you'll say, look, that's a namaste, bye, I'll come back. No, no, when you say namaste, put your whole heart and soul into it, okay? So now we'll all just close our eyes. I thought we'll do the Sapta Shloki and things, but we don't have time for that. You can do it in your house. When you're doing it, hold the flowers in your hand. These flowers are symbols of space. When you give flowers, then you're saying, Akashatmane pushpaihi pujayami. That's what they say. For every element, you have one thing. So because we were with Bhuvaneshwari, holding the flowers, just make your own personal prayer to Durga to come to you and help you to handle all the illusions that you are going through lifetime after lifetime, and say that I surrender to you and I know that you will take care of me, make the world a better place, and in that help me also remove my hostilities. If I have any dislike for anything, including myself, remove all that and help me handle it. Just say it in your own way, whichever way you want. That is only between you and the Devi. You don't even have to talk about it. And then when you're finished, you place the flowers on the statuette in your hand, in front of you, saying Om Hreem Dum Durgaye Namaha, and offer her the flowers. These flowers are our karmas, good and bad, and everything that we are offering to her. When you have offered, keep your hands on your knees with your eyes closed. You are in the presence of the Devi because you have called her and she has come. Sadardra Chitta. She is drenched with compassion. You call her, she comes. Samsmrita, Samsmrita, she says. Anytime you don't even call me by name, think of me, Durga, and I'm there, she says. So keeping the hands on the knees, we will, in gratitude to the Supreme Consciousness and His Shakti, who have given us the benefit of a guru, which is such a rare thing in the world. It is a great blessing, the grace of the divine. With that, with all the gratitude, let us chant Om 3 times out loud. Breathing in. Om. Om. Hari Om Tat Sat. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. By the grace of the Divine Mother and her presence in all our lives, everywhere, let life be peaceful and full of tushti. Tushti means fulfillment. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. We managed on the dot. That's why I keep the clock. As I open my mouth, there's no shutting it. Everyone has got, no? Everyone has got.
Thank you so much, Swamiji.
You all got it.
Swamiji.
I'll keep for Devanand and other people. There are other people who have been listening online every day, couldn't come, but who are sincere disciples of Swamiji. For them, I'll give. I won't give it like toffee to everybody. And thanks a lot to where the keep giving us these things. It's completely no. It is. Don't think of yourself as small. Not you. The Atma inside you. I was like you only. Once I told Swami Satyananda, I said, Swamiji, they are touching my feet. I feel so uncomfortable because I don't deserve it. He said, who's touching your feet? He said, they are touching the Narayana inside you. So all you need to say Narayana, Narayana. If they come and touch Narayana, eternal, to the eternal, let it go. So don't even get into that thing. I'm not good. I'm not good enough. No, I'm good because the Devi is in me. What more do I need? But don't get proud of it. Don't say I. Everybody is like that. So that's it. Thank you all very much. Because of all of you, it has been a great sadhana for me also. Little, what I'm growing. It's because of all of you, because you asked and I did it. So thank you to everybody. Thank you to Swami Yoga Maya for helping us use the ashram and organizing, creating the atmosphere. And thank you to all the people sitting with the sound system also. You have also done a great deal by helping. And also people who haven't come here, who are not in this group, who are outside also. So many people have helped us in this. You know, we have our lunch and we come, somebody has cooked it somewhere, the food comes from. Where does it come? She supplies it. So we come walking or we come in a car or a vehicle and somebody comes, picks us up, goes back. Who comes? Somebody, Devi sends the car, we go or we walk, she gives us feet. Everything is her doing. When we recognize that, then we are sound. Sometimes we'll forget, we'll make a mistake. We always forget because that's us. No, we make a mistake because we are caught by Maya. That's okay, nothing wrong. You fall, you get up. Nobody is born and becomes an Olympic swimmer, no? How much training they go through and then make mistakes, then fall, drown, get up. That's what she is doing for us. So Hari Om Tat Sat. We'll meet sometime.